Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Academia School Simulator. For those of you joining me for the first time ever, my name is Sabouts, and for those of you returning, welcome back. What is Academia School Simulator? It is a tycoon game where you build and manage your own school. You've got to set up classrooms, office space, cafeterias, bathrooms, gyms. You've got to assign teachers and staff, and you've got to manage your budget, as most schools do. And hopefully not let it run away. But we're going to check out the game. So see what it has to offer. I really like the art style. Draws a lot of inspiration, as you can tell, from games like Prison Architect or RimWorld. And I think it's a pretty good art style for games such as this one. Now we get to pick our school here and set it up. We're going to call it the Strategy Academy. That's not how you spell Academy. There we go. So the Strategy Academy, and it's a high school. Our motto is going to be, I was going to have it be serious about strategy since that's my sort of slogan, but it doesn't fit in there. There's not enough, unfortunately, there's not enough space here, but we're going to do serious about strat. And then if you kind of look at it real quickly, it looks like it's Greek or something. So it makes it look really fancy, actually. Now we can set the different types of things here. I think we should pick things that definitely represent my channel and such. So we'll start off with a honey badger, because honey badgers are absolutely friggin' brutal animals, and they're just no mercy. We'll throw a compass on there. The Lamp of Learning, or a lantern, however you want to call that. It's usually known as the Lamp of Learning. I'm not sure. Let's see. Well, I'm not sure what the fourth one should be. Probably Atom. Sure, that looks good. Nice. We got a little bit more of a sciencey based, I guess, and mathematics. For colors, I'm very fond of. Oh, wow, that's actually a nice color. Oh, that's nice too. Kind of a little more. I feel like that's something you see too often, though. Let's mix it up. Something that looks good. That makes the yellow look brown, surprisingly. I actually do like orange, so let's go with orange. I'm very fond of the color orange. All right, let's play. Here we go. So we get the first 2 minutes in, and we're already getting into the game, which is great. I've got a whole whopping 25 minutes of experience, so I'm going to show you guys exactly how to play this game because I'm a professional now. No, it's very easy to pick up and learn, which is great. Here's our map, our starting area. We've got our workers' quarters. We've got our garbage area. We've got our delivery area. So you might recognize this a little bit from other types of games. Workers' quarters, that's where all of our workers are hanging out right now. Something to note, we do start offset from the center of the map. Now you could, of course, go ahead and build your school behind this area if you wanted to. I think that's a little weird. I want to take advantage of the full amount of map and the full amount of space. And so I'm going to try to center up here and build my school that way. Now, I kind of got to guesstimate it, obviously. I could, if I really wanted to figure it out and take like the next 30 minutes, I could figure out where the center of the map, well, it wouldn't take me 30 minutes. But if I wanted to like draw, you know, out with the tool here and figure it out, I could, but I'm not going to. We're just going to pick what looks like center and go with it. I'm happy with like, you know what? I'm pretty happy being a little off center actually, because there's a nice area here for me to open up in. Maybe that, or I got to do it here. We'll do it here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I think we're going to start with a 6x1, and we'll go 6x8. That'll be the entrance up into our school. We're going to unpause the game. That way, as we're building everything out, our workers can start constructing the things that we're telling them to build. And get it started. We'll throw 2 doors down. That's going to be the entrance to our school. Now we're going to open up into just a very small foyer area here. I am going to use brick wall for the entire school, sort of a brick and mortar look. That's actually the kind of look that my high school had when I was growing up. So I'm very fond of that look. I think it looks pretty cool. Actually, I'm going to change this though, right? Oops, it's not what I wanted to do. You can go over and right click things to remove them. The reason I got rid of that actually is because I want to have I want to do this just a little bit wider, like that. And I did that because of the nature of how I want to have my doors going out. So we'll put 2 there and 2 here. Make sure those are concrete as well. Somebody's got to turn this into a door in a second. And wells, they don't have anything to do. I'm going to give them something to do by removing these bushes that are all going to be in my way at some point. These are going to be in my way. Okay, so this gives us a little kind of main school entrance, you could say. I guess a place where you would put trophies or something. The main office will probably be off the back here, and I'll set that up. Now, there's a couple different ways you could set up your school. You could have it all indoors if you wanted to. The way I like to set up my school is I like to have it all sort of broken down into outdoor subsections. The reason I like doing that is because if I have to expand on things such as the cafeteria, classrooms, a gym, a library, I can do the expanding without feeling like I've got to completely demolish certain sections of my school and rebuild them to get the desired look that I want. So what's really nice is they actually do have a layout area where you could essentially mark, you know, where you're going to do something. I believe that's what that's for. No, right here, layout. That shouldn't have come up. I apologize. Right here, layout. There we go. So you can outline objects, wall outlines and such, which is really handy if we don't really know what we're doing. Now let me do a quick wall outline, or even maybe just outline the path here so that way you guys can see what we're dealing with. So I'm thinking do all 2x2 paths, right? And build off of these 2 areas here. Now, something I do need to do is clearly to have these guys get to work demolishing all this. We'll just tear it all down. We're going to put bushes back up, but we'll do that in a more kind of aesthetic look. That'll keep the workers busy enough. We'll actually set it to fast. If we click on to do, it tells you everything you need to do before you can start the school year. Okay, so we've got to get all these things on our list accomplished. Shouldn't be all too hard to do, but we'll have to get started with it. So while those guys are staying busy, let's go ahead and mark out our classrooms. Classrooms do have to have 10 desks, or student chairs as they're called in the game, to be considered a classroom. So let's do our first classroom off here. I do think I want a 2x2 path branching up this way so we can make the classroom. They've got to be pretty big classrooms actually to be effective. I found this out. In all reality, this is about the size each classroom has to be to fit properly. Now, let me make sure I can fit desks in here in a manner which isn't going to make me bleed from my eyes. See, I don't like that. I need to put 10 desks in here. Okay, that's easy enough then. I just need to get rid of that wall. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the only thing we don't have now is we don't have room for the blackboard, which I'm assuming we're going to put. See, the blackboard's a 2x2, so I guess we'll have to put 2 of them to make everything sort of symmetrical. I really like symmetrical, and it bothers me if it's not like that. One thing I do have to do is I'll have to knock down this wall and make it a little bit bigger, like that, so I can fit the teacher's desk in here. And there you go. There's kind of going to be the outline of our first classroom. We can go ahead and break off this way, just because we know we're going to be doing that at some point anyways. I was going to put an office in the back here, but maybe I'll do a path off that way, and I'll do the offices, 2 offices off to the side here for teachers and faculty. That seems to make more sense to me, so let's do this. We know this is going to be concrete tile, so let's just go ahead and keep our workers busy with that. Like so. All right. And then, yeah, this works. See, because then we'll do a... Oh, okay. Let me explain what that was. The game goes by days, and I probably should have explained this. Obviously, at the top, you've got your staff, your money, your finances, how much is coming in, going out, your year, your quarter, your day, the time, and what room you're, I guess, centered on. So... there's days, obviously. So we just saw the end of day 1. It was just nighttime. That's why the workers weren't working. They left to go back home to their families, essentially, if you want to think of it that way. So that's why that happened. I figured I'd explain that so people weren't being like, oh, God, the game's crashing. Okay, we're going to do blackboard, blackboard, desk. I can't make the desk, obviously, symmetrical, but I could put like a trash can or something in there, I guess. Like over here. So I like the way this looks. We'll do another classroom pretty much the same exact way over here. And how many across was this? 13 across, counting this. Okay, just erase that because it's bothering me. So laying out our school is obviously going to take the longest, but once we're all laid out and good to go, that's when things are going to go a lot quicker. So 10 students per classroom I think is fair. I don't want to have any more than that. I think that's overkill, and that's my personal opinion on the whole matter. Okay, so we've got both outlines for our classrooms. Let's get them up and running. Now, do we want to use brick for official buildings and then use other stuff? Let's do brick for the official buildings, but the actual classrooms will do the blue wall. Okay, like that. And then we'll put a door on each side of the classroom. So obviously I should probably get in the habit of not putting the walls down until I'm ready to go. But that's okay. That works. We do need to technically erase all of this. We know how it's going to go, so we're not going to worry about it now. Concrete's the only floor I can see right now, so we just got to put concrete everywhere and put up with it. And then we need to put some objects in this. This is going to be our first classroom. I'm not going to build the second one yet because we don't need a second classroom to get the school year started. We only need a first. And then we're focused on the kitchen and stuff. We'll come back to the other classrooms once we're ready. I'm just keeping this template down so I remember how it all looks. Classroom. Student chairs. They're going to be facing this way. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We've got the teacher's desk. We've got chalkboards going like this. And we're going to... Oh, that's right. We got to put a chair in here too. Well, that's fine because we're going to put a chair right there. Perfect. So I'm already pretty happy with the whole outline of all of that. This should officially get marked as a classroom, and you should see it up here get marked as such as soon as I drop a zone signifying that it is in fact a classroom, like such. There. Freshman classroom. You know what? I realize these doors should probably go the other way. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm happy with the way they are. Okay. What's next now? We've got to assign a teacher. Yeah, but we'll do that later because the teacher's going to soak up income while they're just sitting there waiting for me to build everything else. So let's build the kitchen and the cafeteria. To do that, we're going to do concrete again this way. Let's go ahead and actually do a layout. I believe I do want to take it up like this and do the cafeteria up here somewheres. Or I could put classrooms all on this side. Well, we want to make it somewhat efficient, right? I'm wondering, the cafeteria should really be like classrooms stretch this way, classrooms stretch this way. Cafeteria should be in the center of everything since that means everybody can head to the cafeteria equally from wherever. I guess it doesn't matter. The cafeteria should be back here. I was just trying to think of like something practical for trash removal and delivery because delivery is where we get our food and such. You know what would have made sense is if I built the classroom. Well, it's too late now. The only thing I could think of is if I do all classrooms on this side, library up here, maybe gym or whatever, and do all that over here, and over here do the cafeteria, janitorial, and then I could have the delivery, garbage, and workman's quarters all over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this classroom's not going to go here, and the cafeteria is going to go over here. Okay, but this still doesn't mean that this isn't going to be a thing, so let's go ahead and set this up. Or get this at least working. It doesn't need to be that crazy, but let's definitely bring it up. So this, now that we have this, we can go ahead and erase all of this so we don't have it here. And let's get the outline for our cafeteria. I want goods and everything delivered. They have to be delivered by the road, right? So goods, garbage, workers' quarters will all be still by the road. I'll build some type of wall that comes down with doors so that things can move in and out from there. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll do... Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think we should have the delivery room right here. It doesn't have to be a super big area. Alright, but that'll be delivery. We'll have garbage come off as another section. Like that, and then garbage can all be here or whatever. And a door, doors for each of these. Which will be here and here. And then the workman's area. I'm trying to think of a better way to do this. No, this is fine. I'm fine with this. The workers' quarters can be a little bit bigger and come off like this and just be up there. Okay. And all of that we're going to do concrete. Like such. Let's put our doors on. Like this. Actually, I'm sorry. That's not how I want that. Ah, crap. That's not how I want that either. I want it like that. Like that. And then I want doors going between the two. Like that. Doors leaving here. And doors going like that. There we go. And we'll do concrete in all of this area. Like such. And then we'll go ahead and zone these so we can get rid of our other zones. So we know we want delivery in here. Oh, it's got to be a 5x5. I'm an idiot. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. We can fix this. It's fine. It's going to be a simple fix. Kind of sucks that it happened like this, but it's not. I want to get rid of the zone. There. It's, yeah, this isn't that bad of a fix, really. Realistically, it's not that bad. All we got to do is just move this concrete wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Luckily, I gave myself the room. Kind of. I hope these don't connect. If they do, then I'm going to have to figure... I knew that was going to happen. I'm not happy with it now. I don't like the way this looks. It's going to bother me. You got to understand how my personality is. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to really bother me. I should have moved it all that way. Take it down. I'm not happy. Yeah, that would have made more sense. Obviously, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have a building, you should be moving farther away from it, not closer. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're all right though. We're still on track. The worker area doesn't have to be that big, really, but we'll go ahead and make it bigger. That's all right, as long as we're keeping our workers busy, right? I'm happy, they're happy, right? We're all happy. All right, let's do our zones again now that we've got it all situated. I'm happy to make this a delivery. I'm also happy to make this garbage. And I'll be happy to make this the workers' quarter, which means we've got to remove these zones. And demolish all that and that. Actually, that's an object, so technically it's got to be dismantled. There we go. And then for zones, we'll put our workers' quarters down like that. And some concrete wall. These are blue walls. They should be concrete. Good thing I saw that. There. So we got our workers' quarters as well. All right. And so now our workers will go here when they're done. Okay, so we're already a little bit better set up than we were. The doors, I'm freaking not liking the way that's looking. It's bothering me. Just get rid of them all. I didn't want to get rid of them all, but I accidentally clicked on one of them, so I just decided. There we go. I like it. Okay, and then we can throw some doors on the outside here. That's going to let us actually move the goods from outside in, and we'll just put one door in the center there. And then if I want my workers to have another way out, do I really need another way out? Probably not. All right, so with that being said, we're at the end of this episode. So we've got a classroom down, got our delivery garbage and workers' quarters down. I know we haven't started anything too crazy yet, but we just want to deal with and situate all of this stuff ahead of time, because I'm going to tell you what, guys, it is a pain to come back and do all of this. And I'm very particular about how I like everything set up, and I like things organized, because I don't like ripping a ton of stuff down later on to try and move things around. So with that being said, that's it. Next time we're going to build the cafeteria, set up the classrooms, and hopefully we'll get the school up and running and get our first batch of students entering our new academy. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I do hope that you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.